Many of you have tried manifesting what you wish for through visualization, affirmations, and writing for what you wish for, and simply waiting for the universe to deliver what you wish for. Did it work? Probably not. Let's be honest. I also experienced by myself, and also I have received many clients and students to help out. And my book, YOSHUKU, The Japanese Art of Manifesting, I illustrated and I explained specifically what was missing and what we can do. So what is missing is basically and very simply to take action. So what does it mean to take action? When we want something, when we wish something, first of all, it is important to look into where these wishes are come from. And is this for our egoic self or to serve others, to share the joy, what comes to me? So first of all, we need to specify. And secondly, the action itself is to align our life force energy key to be what we wish for. For example, let's say I make vision board for what I wish for. It can be a nice, beautiful holiday by the sea with family and friends, and everybody getting together and celebrating. So I have beautiful visions. So then every day I see it and maybe feeling good. Okay. However, if we are in the daily movements and daily actions and what we think in our head, for example, if I were feeling, oh, I'm so tired and I don't feel well and I'm so stressed out and I don't have enough money and I cannot do this, or they said something like this and I don't feel good enough, and how can I get more money? And if we are thinking that way, even not without verbalizing, it is already we become what we think. So many of us actually miss observing what we are thinking. And also many of us are addicted to good drama and bad drama. So if there is a negative event happening around us, we start talking about it as a kind of storytelling. But also that actually create not only the good, happy events, but also the bad news or bad event that happened to us create this vibration and energetic field of feeling not great, right? But then maybe our adrenaline goes up and dopamine from the great events, but these are really like active energy, but is not aligned to what we wish for, these relaxations, and also receiving more fund to make it happen. So in Japanese, there is a word called kotodama. Koto means to say, and dama is the symbol of spirit. So means the spirit that the word carry. So that is extremely powerful, and power of words. Not only what we say verbally, but also what we think, because it becomes our energy. So for example, in Shinto, Japanese life philosophy, we believe everything in this world, both animated, inanimated, carry energy and spirit. So word is not an exception. So word also carry our energy, and this is so powerful. For example, I don't use cursing word because it does not actually bring anything to me and it does not resonate my energy. But some people loves or just without noticing it, cursing. But this cursing word brings our energy down. So then also speaking ill of others, gossiping, that brings our energy down and does not resonate this relaxing, compassionate, healing energy that we wish for, or loving, joyful energy, which is absolutely opposite. So it is important to be the energetic field that we wish for. And most importantly, to observe our mind activity, which is extremely important. So then how can we do? This is to take active action. We cannot be just passive doing meditation. Meditation is great, but if our mind is rushing with all the words, that brings us to feel, for example, insecure or not good enough, and does not help. So we really need to take responsibility by ourselves, what we are thinking and what kind of expression we are using. It is not about denying our pain or our emotional pain, but then to observe and express and to change these emotions by ourselves to something that can invite what we wish for. For example, these days, many people say, I'm burnout, I have depression, etc., like mental illness. And if we say burnout, then even if we are not totally burnout, or even if you are kind of prone to burnout, you get burnout, you get stressed. But instead, if you say, just observe and just intellectually analyze the situation. Okay, so I'm tired and I'm really getting stressed out. What do I need is rest. So instead of saying, I'm burnout, I'm stressed out, please help. Yeah, maybe you get help, but then you get stressed out again, or like totally overwhelmed. I'm so overwhelmed. Then you stay overwhelmed. Then you can say, I need to rest. I need to calm. I like to rest. I like to be calm. I like to be feeling peaceful. What can I do now? So that's the conversation that you bring to our head. I did this recently, and that's really worked. For example, I got my passport stolen the other day in London, and I started getting panic. Then I just had to catch my mind activity. In this kind of crisis moment, so many thoughts comes up, and which is amazing. But I didn't want to bring myself down. It's a drama. It's also a story that I can share with friends and to animate myself and to be dramatic. But then I just had to remember what I also wrote in my book and how I can practice that. So that was really, really interesting moment by myself to observe and to be practical what kind of action I need to do. Not only practically taking action for solutions, but also how our mind to take action to regulate our thought system. So that is extremely important and extremely powerful, and we bring our power back. So in that case, instead of complaining and making more dramatic, you can say, well, I had to contact this, that. And of course, in that kind of case, in that time, I had to contact embassies. So then I say, well, embassy are here to help in this kind of situation. They are so supportive, and they have been extremely supportive. So then I can bring the gratitude and appreciations and how people are so supportive. Then I can create, instead of getting angry at somebody who stole, or getting angry at myself that my bag was open. Yes, it was my fault. But then not only just blaming myself. And I'm now, I know what I did. So I'm very careful I take responsibility with my bag now, but then really appreciate and see what's happening. Beside, we tend to focus on the dramatic bad event, but then really shift our focus for how grateful, how supportive people are, how grateful I am that I can also be supported and people around me wherever I go. So then this gratitude and this energy flow, so that will be aligned with what for example, if I had other wishes that I would like to. My wishes usually is more, it's not specific event, but it is more how I want to be. So I want to feel not material stability, but I like to feel calm, stable, and peaceful, and filled with love. That's my wish to be every day. So in order to do so, it's not what I wish, but then I take my action. I make conscious choice, always conscious choice to stay in that state. So then the event that is aligned with what I want to be comes to myself, come to me without so much striving to get things happen. So really important, this conscious choice and taking actions to regulate what we are thinking in our head and what kind of words we are using. It is not positive thinking. It is not being positive. It is about we have to be in harmony with our inner world and outer world. So to be really change the way we choose our words, internally and externally. This is the action, and this is very powerful. So if you write down, it is important. The way I teach my students my clients about journaling is to journal whatever comes to our head first thing in the morning and monitor the raw, naked part of us and what is really in our head. Not just about wishful dream that what we wish to happen, but really check and monitor and observe what is in our head. Sometimes we don't want to see, but then it is important then to make conscious choice to change the situation. So if you are stressed, then shift that to rest and then appreciate that this environment that you can rest, people who support. So it's going in first to change, and then you can bring this appreciative, loving energy. And that is the purpose of this action. So thank you for watching. My book, YOSHUKU, The Japanese Art of Manifesting, explain more in a logical way and also in a partially with Japanese traditional concepts and ancient concept wisdom. And to also how we can take actions with practical rituals and seasonal rituals. So this is my original UK version, and German version is also out. Spanish version, US version, Dutch version is going to be out soon. So please stay tuned, and my book is available on Amazon. And if you like to practice what I share here with you, please check my online community, Japanese Wisdom Academy, where we get together every week, every Sunday. So you can also join my online coaching session. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.